First of all, a couple things I got to say. For those of you who are not aware, my first political office was state senator, so I'm always a little biased towards state senators because it's a great experience, especially in a big state like Pennsylvania or Illinois, because it allows you to meet people from all different kinds of the state and form coalitions, and ultimately that's how you end up mobilizing the power you need to bring about real change, right? So, and it's part of the reason why I'm confident that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are going to be able to deliver on some of their promises, because they know how to make coalitions. And, you know, I think it's important for us, anyone in the African-American community, to recognize that although our problems are more acute than many other communities, there are people of all races, all faiths, in regions throughout this state and across the country that are also hurting. And those are potential allies and partners if we can get past the constant division that is fed, attempting to set ourselves apart. And that's been a long history in America, by the way, which is you try to distract working people from coming together to work together by highlighting racial differences or religious differences so that the people who got what they got can keep what they got. Now, in terms of getting young people to vote, look, you know, I've got two spectacular daughters who are about as well-informed and conscious and active as just about anybody, as you might imagine they would be, because they've got Michelle Obama as a role model. But Michelle and I also joke, you know, sometimes they'll sit there and they're really sophisticated and, you know, making all these important points and, you know, showing what they've been studying around history, and they, you know, they'll quote Frederick Douglass and Fannie Lou Hamer, and you start thinking, wow, look, and then they'll do something that reminds you, oh, they're only 20, right? Because they're young. A lot of the young men you speak of, it's not just that they're, you know, African-American males. It's just, they're young, and young people have a lot of distractions. And they are, it is rare, and I will confess that when I was 20 years old, I wasn't all that woke, because I had other stuff that I was interested in. We won't go into the details of it. And so a lot of times, I think our young men, they may try to give a rationale for why they're not active and involved, but the truth is they're not active and involved because they're young and they're distracted. And the way I think to break that that mindset, you know, if you look at every study of voting patterns, people vote when they see other people voting, when they see their peer group voting. So I think that the most important thing we can do in these closing 12, 13 days is for us all to model and advertise that it's the cool thing and the right thing to do to vote.